So this is what happens when you show support for what Donald Trump is doing to help out with the Christian massacre, the Christian genocide of all the Nigerians in Africa, right? 100,000 people stop following Nicki Minaj simply because she supports what Donald Trump is doing over there. How crazy is that?
Star used her platform to call out the world's failure to defend religious liberty. She's now backing President Trump's efforts to address violence against Christians in Nigeria. Let's just take a listen to what she said.
Faith is under attack in way too many places. In Nigeria, Christians are being targeted, driven from their homes, and killed. Churches have been burned. Families have been torn apart, and entire communities live in fear constantly, simply because of how they pray.
Credit to Nicki Minaj. Esther, why is Nicki Minaj one of the few celebrities actually speaking out on this issue?
Because surprisingly, she's one of the few celebrities with the moral compass. And she's picked up on a story that has been largely ignored by much of the Western media. I mean, this year alone, 7,000 Christians in Nigeria have been murdered. Since 2010, you had tens of thousands of churches that have been burnt or attacked. You have whole dioceses in certain parts of the country that are being brutally slaughtered on a daily basis. And for her to say this and to actually give credit to President Trump for highlighting this, you know, it's cost her, I believe, on recent estimates, 100,000 followers.
Wow.
But I think what she's gaining is a lot more, which is obviously putting attention on this critical issue. And you don't really hear about the persecution of Christians and being taken that seriously. I mean, the number that we just heard quoted, 7,000 killed in Nigeria so far this year, that's the highest number of Christians killed anywhere in the world combined. So it's clearly a massive issue that's being carried out by Islamist groups like Boko Haram and Fulani herdsmen. And yet no one is speaking about it, because if you have to praise Donald Trump for actually, you know, bringing attention to this, you'd rather stay silent in the corridors of Hollywood and protect your fickle fan base than actually draw attention to a real crisis and a real tragedy.
We see right here on TikTok. I gotta mute the sound because I'll definitely get a copyright. But I want to play this. This is from the White House's TikTok page, right? And we see the comment right here. This is pretty incredible, from Nicki Minaj. And the White House reposted this using this song, which is Blondie and Nicki Minaj, in their post. It's crazy. So Donald Trump knows what's going on, right? And I think it's great that we have someone that has, I think she's got 200 something million followers, 200 something million. And yeah, she lost 100,000 for standing up for supporting Donald Trump and what Donald Trump's doing over there. But that's nothing, guys, when it comes down to comparison with the amount of people that still follow her. Now, we do have some people that look like this following her.
Nicki Minaj is a Trumpy, and now all of her fans are mad at her. If you haven't seen the Nicki Minaj tweets, basically she was saying that she supports Donald Trump and helping Christians in Nigeria from not being like unalived or something. And you know, that's a pretty rightful reason to be supporting Donald Trump. I just don't understand, as a celebrity, what in your mind makes you think, hey, I have fans from all different regions, but I'm going to say my political beliefs for absolutely no gain whatsoever. And genuinely, what did she gain by saying that she supports Donald Trump and helping the Nigerians? Did that help the cause whatsoever? No, she was just talking about it. People were saying, well, what about gay people? And she was like, I support you guys too, and I support the Christians in Nigeria. But it's also like, you know that your primary fan base is like gay white men. Like, what are you doing? Also funny because so many people,
which to me is kind of crazy, right? Like, yeah, that may be, you know, the predominant person that's following you. But at the end of the day, you can still use this platform, this following, to speak about the truth, about what's going on in Christianity. And yeah, I know Nicki Minaj has like a demonic, you know, past with, you know, demonic possession or channeling demons to help her write songs. The whole album was named after a demon called Roman. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not oblivious to this fact. I'm not oblivious to the fact that Nicki's still out here, you know, living a worldly life. Trust me, I'm not oblivious to that. I'm not saying that she's perfect. But what I'm saying is we have someone that is using her platform to speak up about Jesus. And now people want to, you know, crucify her for it. People want to get mad at her over it. And it's like, it doesn't matter what you do. You can't win for losing, right? You stand on business and try to support, you know, Trump for doing what he's trying to do. And then you get crucified by the people that follow you. simply because it's Donald Trump doing it. If it was Joe Biden doing it, everybody would be, over hills, ecstatic about it. And make no mistake about it, guys. I'm not like a Trump fanatic. I'm not like a Biden fanatic. I don't think either party was great. I just think Trump was the lesser of two evils. I don't really think we have very solid men in politics, right? I don't think we have a lot to work with. The gene pool is pretty small when it comes down to somebody actually standing on business over there, right? But Republicans have some more biblical values that I can align with, especially when it comes. This guy right here is the face of Democrats. This guy right here. This is what Democrats believe in. They believe in gay rights, LGBT. They believe in abortion. They believe in all these things that go against the Bible. And here Nikki's using her platform to stand up for Christian genocide, and she's losing hundreds of thousands of followers over it. And at the end of the day, guys, I don't think it truly matters what political party you come from. I think we can all get behind the fact that if you're a Christian, you don't want to see your brothers and sisters in faith dying because of their beliefs, just so they can have a right to pray, to go to church, to live in a land where they don't have to worry about a Muslim terrorist group coming to chop them up, right? And so my heart is that everyone sees what Nikki's trying to do. Keep praying for her because, she's come a long way. First, she wasn't even talking about no Jesus. Now she's using her platform to protest the killing of innocent people. And that's what really needs to be the focus for all this, guys. So pray for Nikki. Pray that she comes to know Jesus, the true Jesus, that she comes to really live her life for him with a true reflection of what it means to be a woman of God. And we could probably see some amazing things happen behind this. But until then, that's going to do it for this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, God bless.